keep their ticket punch for the Global Championship.
And with their backs up against the wall, they realize the situation that they're in. It is go big or go home. And let me tell you, with a long flight for some of these guys, they don't plan on making that come to fruition. This is just one group of so many superstars you're going to see this entire weekend.
Here, of course, Clix and Epic Whale have made it their home since coming together. We've seen this duo have a little bit of ups and downs in the cash cups when it comes to being contested or spawn. They haven't actually been performing too great, but sometimes when they make it out of there, they're actually able to find so many Storm Surge tags and make it to that end game well. Whereas Jamin and Yuma, yesterday, they had a very, very interesting strategy. They decided to land there uncontested on that northwest side. They didn't take very long there, though, Vivid. They didn't spend very long there at all. They were actually rotating out straight into the center of the map and trying to find Storm Surge tags as they go along. So I'm excited to see what they do today.
Yeah, I love the fact that you kind of bring up that point, because in order for that strategy to really work, you have to be uncontested, right? So I love the fact that you're bringing that up. But also, Clix and Epic Whale, also in major number 3 and the last chance major, they were used to being uncontested as well. So I feel like the most...
I was in my seat, like, shaking, I'll be honest. Like, I was like, all right, like, this is actually about to be over if, like, he gets eliminated right now. And, you know, my duo, 6 FNCS wins.
Little solo clutch.
Little solo clutch, brought it home. You know, the coach could get all mad, but at the end of the day, we qualied. We went to, got some cookies, and he fed me the cookies, I fed him the cookies, and yeah, that's about it.
We're definitely in it to win. I mean,
I didn't fly 12 hours to 10-hour layover, another 12-hour flight to not win, you know?
We're back into the game, the resurgence from day one, as we get a replay from Clix and Epic Whale. One of the biggest teams everybody came to see. They get aggressed on due to Storm Surge, and they shine bright. Storm Surge.
Situation.
Some of these teams, we're asking, do you got what it takes to get your ticket onto the battle bus? What about the roller coaster this team's going through from down the mountain, across the rivers, over towards Naughty Nets? I think best case scenario, honestly, Taco, is it going south, continuing on towards that island. If it goes back on over to the west, this is going to be a nightmare for anybody that doesn't have mats, as Clix is using the last little bit that he does have left, but he finds another elimination on the ping.
These perfectly timed rotations from Clix, managing to find these players who are looking to just find that final push inward. But again,
So enough wiggle room to work with, as Clix now going to be a solo. Probably one of the more prolific solo players in the game. He finds a knock on the head, but unable to finish it up. He gets taken out by Podesai. Moneymaker and Fanine not wanting to push up just yet. They're still getting things going, waiting for it to flow. Clix and Epic Whale over on the other hand, Mega City, they had a phenomenal first game. They sit inside of the top 25 after one game. If they can keep this pace going, we will see them on the Grand Finals Championship Sunday. Only time will tell, though, because they're actually split up right now. They are so far split to do different buildings of Mega City. Zazie and AIM, Batman, half of those points come when you reach top 10. The other half are in the top 10. Podesai's just trying to get as many as he can, but he goes down. That's Clix. That's Epic Whale who find the elimination. Clix gets knocked. Epic Whale knows to try to go ahead without him, but a misplay on the bounce pad. He falls as well.
Here for MK Papa and Shalom, and the question is, how much surge were they actually able to acquire throughout that process? Because we've seen plenty of times teams, they'll have great positioning because of dead side rotations, but they won't have the surge to go with it, and then they're forced into moments of desperation where they're essentially forfeiting their ideal positioning and oftentimes their lives in the process, because what other option do you have when you've got that Storm Surge damage raining in on you?
Man, you see Clix looking towards the backside of the zone. He's trying his best to not to have to worry about that Storm Surge. Doing good so far, 259. Rapid and Batman Booga were the ones positioned behind them. You see them, the yellow markers on your mini-map down below, since it is going to be in the section of Mr. Savage. Not even once, and that was 2 huge shots that he used to his advantage. As Clix and Epic Whale finally find their way in towards zone, but as soon as they do, it pulls towards the left, where a lot of those teams are congested on that side of the map compared to the north side, and they're ready to fight their way through. But very, very little heals to their name. At least Epic Whale, once it slows down just a little bit, can throw that business turret down, try to get some information, but for now they're trying to beat everybody else to the punch. They don't want to be the ones that are being held out by more than half of the lobby. And you can up an elimination. Kaizen's left by himself. Epic Whale trying to survive. He's doing everything that he can because placement points haven't really set in. A huge shot towards the back, and he goes down before able to stabilize and use that slurp juice. And that's going to be a huge treasure for somebody to find. And they're ready to fight for it. You see shots coming down from a bottom. There's about 4 teams, maybe even 5 on top of Rift Island. Clix and Epic Whale, they got pushed off of that flag, no longer able to contest it, but at least they have the position high above the rest. And it looks like they're going to try to fight for some piece control, some real estate, anything that they can get their hands on before they look at the edge of the island for more Storm Surge.
A little too passive, though. They're playing the launch pad and not the actual objective. They do have to be careful. You have FHD and Hero looking right on down, slowly maneuvering their way inside. Clix and Epic now second-guessing the decision to be here. Eliminations could be very well worth it, but securing the point seems unlikely at this point, as Chubbs and Bryce are like, hey, we would love to be #1 for the day. Why not put the risk on the line here? Why not risk it all?
Literally have nothing to lose this situation. This is exactly what I thought Clix and Epic Whale were going to do. They have just the edge of the zone to continue contesting it, and now they're looking on down below to try to get that Storm Surge, but Kaizen or try to rotate first and hold them out nonetheless.
Pick and Vico do need several more slots to go. You can see they're just holding that 30th placement. That's with the 4 that they earned this game off the elimination. So truly and surely they have to get more elims, and more importantly, they have to stay alive as Vico is severely damaged here. It's Clix and Epic Whale setting up the ambush nearby, and they would love to pick up some of that sweet material, but no, instead going to prioritize the rotate out. That's going to come at a welcome surprise, I think, to Clement or Vico and Pink there. They were definitely damaged.
I will say I do like this change-up coming out of both Clix and Epic Whale. It was in that last game. They were stayed too far in towards Mega City to let all the other teams by.
Securing them inside the top 10 so far. Now, the team that probably needs the crowd's energy the most, Epic Whale and Clix are on 24th position. And we want to emphasize, to get out of the lower bracket, you have to get to 25th position or better. They are just on that line. One mistake, and it is over. In game number 5, where they absolutely have to come inside the top 10 if they want a shot. So does Clix and Epic Whale. They just need to play just well enough, just good enough, better than the upper half of the lobby.
Yeah, that's basically 2 different sides. Just outside of that bubble in 26 is where he went down. And he's doing it with an unorthodox playstyle, not really carrying a shotgun until that final moment.
Oh no, this is everything.
Epic Whale, 139 below though. They realize the situation that they're in. Even though they might want to back off, they have no choice but to go forward. That's PH Zen and Keto's on the other side. And this is where they're just trying to back down. They're doing just enough, 1 foot in front of the other. But if they continue to wait for too long, Storm Surge will activate, and they don't have many heals between the two.
This is so scary because PHN has been on fire, but he doesn't have shields. Clix has to do it. He has to do it here and now, and he does. Puts up the numbers. Well played, but it's not enough. He's still 5 below. He's going to have to heal here and find a tag. Can he get it? No. Shot from above. It's Hen who plays upset. Pam's still here. If he doesn't find a tag, it's all over. Epic gets it in the nick of time and enough time to potentially save his duo. Oh my gosh. But Clix is dropping everything. He's saying, hey, you have to stay alive. Play for yourself. Do it here and now.
Yep. This is the final moments. We've seen Epic Whale clutch out before in the past, but that's exactly it. He doesn't have any heals to work with. Neither did Clix on his down body, so it's all up from here, but unfortunate. He's just trying to go ahead and use those bounce pads, every tool he has in his tool belt to try to get there, and maybe even try to sneak attack one of these teams that might know he's there. Perfect rotation coming out from Epic, not really getting tagged up. This is his chance. He's barely on that mine. He's barely on the threshold trying to stay alive.
Stay alive a little bit longer and you can get the placement points. That is truly what he needs to do. He's in 27th. Once he breaks past 25th, every team that falls will be a difference maker. It's all or nothing right now. He is only 91 above, just barely there, but the chance, the opportunity, the hope is still alive. So is Death, another solo who needs to stay up. One more team will be it. Phaser's already down. That means King is on his final leg too. King falls as well. And they are down and out. Epic Whale is now on that absolute line here.
Wow. He pulled zone as well.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about a blessing in disguise, a miracle even. That's going to allow him to let some of these teams go ahead, go over his box, under his box, and this could be the perfect moment to catch somebody off guard, but he has to be careful because a lot of these teams surrounding him are going to be full-on duos. You can even see Batman, Booga, and Rapid there. There might be one player towards the bottom that he could try to take advantage of, but it doesn't look like he's going to peek in that direction. He's just biding his time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
2 points already given to him. 2 more points now.
No.
Top 23, but the surge updates as teams start to fall here. He's the final line. He is the one below. To his left, to his right, players everywhere, but the zone is behind him. And now, off he goes, 200 builds in front of him, showing you guys why he is a 6X FNCS champion. Can he clutch up? Surely he can. There's a player there. He sees the builds come out. It's fresh wood. Can he break it? No. Decides to go for it. 18 seconds now before the zone starts to close and move in. Players jumping everywhere. Zone's on his tail side. Crash pads in front of him. He takes one. Left exposed. He's nervous. Tensions are high here.
Time is definitely ticking. Only a few seconds left before Storm Surge activates. This is going to be the moment right here. It's all or nothing for Epic Well, trying to stay alive. 293 below the threshold. He's trying to move forward. He sees a couple players in front of him. The damage is there. He's trying to do just enough. Playing a game of peekaboo, but he's still below the damage threshold.
One tag, but no! Bila finds him! But did he do enough? Did he get to top 20 or not is the question. It's going to be so very close. How many points did he earn? Let's do it. We got to know the 25 players who has made it on to Global Championships Grand Finals. Here is a look at your list, and I would want to call out one duo in particular. Bottom left,